Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Man in a Van with a Pan. I'm up in northern Michigan at Friske's Farm Market, a beautiful cherry farm, and today I'm making chicken cheriyaki. Alright, I'm back and ready for the main course. Tonight I'm making chicken cheriyaki. So, first thing I'm going to do is get the rice on a boil. I like using these rice in a bag. I'm gonna get my kettle full of water and get that boiling. Light my oven. Alright, while I get that on a boil, I'm going to make my marinade sauce. So I have a soy-based cherry marinade sauce that I'm going to marinate some boneless, skinless chicken thighs in for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna fry those up in the frying pan and thicken the sauce, pour that over the chicken, and have that on top with some nice buttery rice. So step one of the marinade calls for about a quarter cup of soy sauce, then 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. We're gonna do 3 teaspoons of honey, and the juice from half an orange. This also calls for a teaspoon of ginger. The easiest way to peel ginger is with a spoon. It's also the safest, so you don't cut yourself. We're gonna mince this as best I can. Alright, minced ginger in the pan. Now, for the star of the show, the cherries, I'm using the same technique I used last time. I'm gonna de-stem them, put them in a plastic bag, smush them, take the seeds out, then dump the cherry juice and pits into the marinade. So, in lieu of making you watch that again, I'm just going to grab the chicken that's been marinating for about 20 minutes now. And here we are. The acidity from the orange is going to break up the chicken, tenderize it a little bit, also give it a little bit of flavor. The cherry juice in there, going to sweeten it up along with the honey, and the soy and the sesame sauce are really going to give some dominant flavors for this cheriyaki. Alright, my water's boiling, so I'm going to put the rice on. Then a packet of rice, submerged, and I'm going to let that boil for 10 minutes uncovered. Set my timer for 10 minutes, and we will get working. Now, as you can see here, I have about a pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I didn't cut it to size yet. I just wanted to marinate it as a whole piece of chicken. So what I'm going to do now is cut the chicken into strips, but before I dirty up my cutting board, I'm going to cut up some green onions that will be used as a garnish. Okay, 2 green onions sliced up for garnish later, along with the sesame seed. I don't do a lot of Asian cooking, but I love sesame oil and I love sesame seeds. If I'm getting a bagel, you know it's sesame. All about that. So I'm really looking forward to the flavor combinations in this dish. Alright, we got 7.5 minutes left on the rice. It's boiling up pretty good. Try to keep that submerged. Right now, I'm going to slice my chicken up and get it in my frying pan. So what I'm going to do with the chicken is to cut it into about inch strips, and I'm going to make them bite size. Now with this dish, don't be afraid to saute up some vegetables too. If you get some fresh asparagus, then that could be grilled up pretty nicely. I couldn't get my hands on any today, unfortunately, but asparagus would be a good addition to this dish. Sauteed up in some garlic and olive oil, can't miss. One of the challenges of van life cooking is you only have one burner. You need to get good at timing as best you can. The other problem you run to is our mosquitoes. Alright, beautiful. Got the chicken all sliced up into about inch-sized portions. I'm going to set this aside. The marinade We're keeping that for later. Timer done. Rice is done. We're gonna pull it off. All right. Rice is good to go. All right, we're switching to fry pan mode. So these little tongs need to go up. And I'm cooking the chicken. So I'm gonna add a little drizzle of olive oil to help with the cooking process. I'm gonna cook these chicken pieces for about 5 minutes, getting nice and golden brown. Trying to keep this heat at about medium high. So you know the cooking strategy. A little bit on, a little bit off. We'll have mosquitoes in here. Okay. One of the big benefits of cutting it so thinly is that it cooks pretty well, it cooks pretty even. Whew, that saute. I'll tell you, summertime, cooking in the van gets a little warm. A little spicy in here. If you've checked out the van build series, please check it out. You'll notice I did not throw an AC on John Claude. Might have to make an adjustment sometime soon. All right, we're going 1 more minute on the chicken before we hit the next step. All right, I'm getting a good color on that chicken right there. Time for the next step. So I'm gonna put this chicken aside real quick into a chicken bowl. All right, hot pan's back on. I'm going to take my marinade, put it back in the frying pan, put it in the frying pan, bring that to a boil. I'm gonna toss in a little bit of butter, make it a nice sauce. Now I want this marinade to simmer for 5 to 10 minutes, really thicken up, melt that butter, evaporate some of that liquid, and then that will make a nice thick glaze that will go on top of the chicken. So that sauce has thickened up nicely. I'm gonna toss the cooked chicken that I put aside back in the sauce to finish it off for a few minutes. All right, that is smelling good right now. All right, that chicken looks good. It's time to plate. All right, let's plate this thing. First off, rice in the bag. Add a little butter, a little pepper. Mix that up, melt that butter. Rice on the plate. Now I'm gonna add that chicken. Look at that beautiful, beautiful chicken. I'm gonna finish it with a little bit of the thickened sauce. Oh, look at that sauce. Gonna garnish the top with the green onions and a handful of sesame seeds. Don't skip on the garnish, because that's really what ties this dish together. It gives a great texture to the dish and really enhances that flavor. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you chicken cheriyaki. Let's dive in there a bit and see how that tastes. Well, I've got to go eat dinner. But thank you very much for joining me. If you like this episode, be sure to check out my previous episode on the cherry farm, where I made a summer salad with cherry vinaigrette dressing. Big thanks to Friske Farms for providing the cherries and a place to stay tonight.
Please hit subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications. I'm your host, Joey Tuna.
Until next time, signing off.